Okay, I say bust it off again.
Run for like another 30 seconds.
Yeah. What's your old pressure? We'll see how it spins, because I may get the timing closer before I even get the light out. Okay.
Those rev bumps, it's like 4,000.
Well, it goes from 800 to 4,000 with a little, that wasn't even a throttle whack. Yeah, we better quit for the night. Neighbors are not gonna like that. Awesome oil pressure, and it started awesome without, I got the timing so close. I mean, it made like half a revolution and wham. Oh yeah. I'm actually gonna snug the distributor just a little more so it don't move from vibration. And we'll get the timing light out tomorrow. And we need more antifreeze, and we are ready for break-in.
Next video is going to be break-in and burnouts.
Well, we're going to let it run for 20 minutes at like 2,000 RPM.
And then burnouts.
Okay, burnouts. We're doing burnouts, lots of burnouts. Maybe in a drift donut. Maybe. That would be awesome. Line lock, cut the wheel just a little bit.
Well, if I'll just half line lock it in the middle of a turn and just sit there and do donuts with the front tires locked.
Yeah. Capital O.
All right. Until next time.
Have you showed the permit?
Yeah.
All right.
You gotta give him a peace out next time.
Oh yeah. See you mañana. While we wait, we hydrate. Cut.
All right. Well, y'all saw the first crank up. It went well. Nothing major popped up, but we're about to go around the corner and break it in. We're going to sit at like, what, 2,000?
Yeah, 18 to 2,000.
RPM for 20 to 30 minutes. I'm just going to put it in neutral and let it roll down the hill, so I'm not putting extra torque on the motor since it's fresh. But then I'll have some B-roll shots of it idling once we get down there, after we make sure, of course, there's no oil leaks or all the seals are good around the valve covers. And set the timing. And make sure there's no leaks anywhere else, because just a second ago there was no lines or hoses or anything hooked up. So that 30-second run can't really tell too much. But we'll pick up. Next thing y'all see is either firing it up and the B-roll shots after that. That's as high as my gauge goes. All right, so what's the verdict? So, got a new thermostat because radiator was reading 250, only because it only goes up to 250. So, but to put a new thermostat in and then continue in the break-in. All right, so not as planned, but we're getting there. First start up, fired up, set the timing, everything was working out pretty good. Then gauge was reading 250, so killed it. Took the radiator hose off. The thermostat that was in there was closed, not allowing the hot liquid in the motor circulating through the radiator and fan and everything else before it goes back in, so it was just trapping the water. Went to the store, $50 later, new thermostat, 195 degree one, new rubber gasket, and 2 jugs of antifreeze. Put it in there, that's what you just saw. Cranked it back up, did the exact same thing, so while it was scorching hot, took everything back off, and that one was closed too. So the piece in question goes right there in this right here. I don't know if you can see in this inlet, that is where the thermostat sits. It's just a spring. When the spring gets hot, which is because your motor's getting hot, it gets weak, allowing the fluid to push it out, which neither one were working. So we just took the whole thermostat out. So now we just got straight flow through the motor and radiator. So now we shouldn't get overheat. And yeah, hopefully that works. Then we can finally break this thing in and it can move under its own power once again. So I'll turn this back on once we get some more fluid in it, and hopefully we're good to go. Start the clock. We're supposed to run it 20 to 25 minutes at 2,000. We got about 5 minutes remaining. Doing intervals of 5 minutes apparently. Everybody, the camera died, but we are moving under its own power. You can see the gauge. We're sitting right at 180. That's good. Oil pressure sitting around 55. I don't know if you can hear me, but it's kind of nice driving instead of working on it, you know. So I'll keep y'all updated, and I'm gonna do a couple, probably like 10 more miles, 5 more minutes probably driving around. I'm not going real hard. Just sitting here, you can see the tach. Everything is working. I'm not going above 4,000, just cruising around right now, breaking it in. But today was a success. Had some hurdles, but here we are, cruising.